With the engineering and the construction done on the trailer, it was time to hit the road. I'd finished the major work, but it needed a shakedown cruise, or a road test, and so I headed out for Pennsylvania to take it on a camping trip. Our destination was Bald Eagle State Forest, but I don't know the area, so I wound up in the state park with paved campsites. I figured I could scout the area and find the forest, and I set up camp. The 5x8 Expedition trailer had pulled flawlessly. Now I could spend a few nights in it and see how it was to live. I fixed dinner and then built a fire. And the first evening turned into the golden glow that we all expect when we go to the woods. I started assessing my storage space and my living space with an eye towards carrying the gear, and I was very pleased. As the fire burned down, I moved inside. I started looking at storage space. I had outfitted the trailer with shelves, power outlets, and cargo nets to carry my gear. And I was pleased with this too. There's plenty of room, both front and rear, for the soft gear, the light gear, and for all of my equipment on shelves. I ran various combinations of lights on the solar cell battery and also some battery-powered lanterns so I could see what really worked. All right, guys, first night spent in the trailer. Got my lanterns on and my batteries charging. And it's dark outside in the Pennsylvania woods. The next morning I got some maps from the office and drove over to the state forest through Pennsylvania farmland. Everywhere I went, there were rivers and streams. As I got into the state forest, I got off the paved roads and the dirt roads and started down some interesting tracks. An interesting thing happened. As the roads got narrower and narrower, so did the streams. And they just kept getting narrower and narrower. Apparently my GPS knew that some of these trails were there, but there was no way to tell what kind of condition they were in, or how long it had been since a vehicle had come this way. I was on a shelf road along a ridge with a steep drop-off, and it just kept getting narrower and narrower. The road became a grass track, and then just an alley through the trees, and finally a hiking path, and I had to stop. I had to back up about a half a mile to find a place wide enough to turn around, and of course I was too busy to film it. As I wound my way back towards the park office, I got great views through the trees. I spent some time driving through the park on basic roads and got a look at the terrain, compared it to the map, and got my bearings for future trips. Finally, I was away from lockdowns and domestic hassles into city life. My mind was settling down, my heart was at ease, and I was becoming one with the land again. And then all too soon, it was time to go back to camp. I did my camp routine and then settled in for the evening to read a good book for a while and enjoy life in the trailer again. The second night was colder, but I was comfortable inside the expedition trailer, even with the windows open. My camp was well lit and well situated, and as the sun went down, I had all the comforts of road life that I could want. My galley storage is more than adequate, and inside there's more than enough room for all the gear. When you want light shed on the campsite, the outside lights do the trick. No changes required, so when I got home, I finished the kitting out. Pioneer gear, custom graphics, and it's a trailer ready to roll. The adventures are calling, and we're ready. You can find out more at overlandcommand.com or at the Overland Command YouTube channel.